Hi folks, Total Sales Solutions in Jackson, Mississippi, where we're going to list a truck today that's just awfully difficult to find. We have so few of them lately, but it's a really nice truck, and it's an affordable truck, which is the really good thing about it. I see all these stupid prices being bandied around, but this truck is going to be a bargain, and it's a good truck. Texas truck. It's a 2004 F350. 2004 F350 1-ton turbo diesel XLT 4-wheel drive. Couldn't want any more than that, folks. Great looking truck on the outside, looks nice, does everything just like it should. The interior is immaculate. It's only got 140,000 miles on it. 140,000 right verifiable miles. And whoever gets this is going to like it, folks. You can see right here, it's a really pretty truck.
Alloy wheels, and they're not beat up. Windshields not cracked.
It's just a straight, good-looking truck is what it is. But look at the inside, folks. This was just someone's daily driver. They liked it, used it, whoever knows what, but the carpets are perfect. You can see the seats here. Tilt, cruise, stereo, and all that, door locks. Just a nice looking truck.
Cab corners, everything's perfect, no rust.
These 1-ton dualies, folks, these 1-ton dually 4-wheel drives are just by George getting impossible to come by.
There we go, got the trays that come out. You can see zero rust.
Looks like an almost new bed liner in it.
Now there is a turnover ball under that bed liner, but apparently they didn't use it much since the bed liner's covering it.
Well, you need to remember that, because one of these trucks without a turnover ball, you know, you're going to need it, and it being under there will save you several $100s. Trust me, I've had them put in. You can look down the side here. It's not chipped up and beat up. The fender flares are not cracked. It's under here. Just a good truck. Look at these lines on the bed. See how straight they are?
Yeah, nobody's rammed their 4-wheeler into it.
Been carrying steel
unlike
pipes and all
some
that.
people.
I don't know what it was used for, but whoever had
apparently it wasn't used much to only have 140,000. Most of these got 300 and more.
350. The headliner is good,
Super
just
nice.
like it ought to be. It's not hanging down. The dash is not cracked. It's not full of mud and all that.
Got the manuals in it, got the spare tire key.
It's obviously a non-smoker's truck, because here's a bunch of cigarette lighters in it. The manuals and all that. It's a nice stand-up truck. It's not a new truck, it's not a concourse truck, but it's a super nice truck, and especially the interior. The outside looks beautiful, stands up just right. Good, nice truck. Plus, as I said, I hate to be redundant, but these things are getting impossible to find that are affordable. I see old trucks listed on the internet all the time. I'm always kind of glancing through that, and they're asking absolutely stupid prices. Dan's got this truck, going to sell it at a bargain. As I said, whoever gets it's going to like it a lot. It's a 2004 F350 turbo diesel XLT 1-ton dually. Plus, it is a 4-wheel drive. Got the spare under it just like it ought to be. You saw the interior of it. It's as nice as you can. This one's going to be. You can't find a nicer, older 2004 or something, that year model, that looks as nice as this truck does on the inside. It's a great truck. You'll like it. It's going to be a bargain. Thanks for watching our video. We appreciate it very much. Look forward to visiting with you about this 04 1-ton dually 4-wheel drive and seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.
Okay, before we do the test drive, just want to show you a couple things under the hood. First of all, we don't clean under hoods. This is just how it come in. So it may be a little dusty, but there's no signs of oil leaks or dirt. Now you can tell we are going to have to put a belt on. It's got a little belt squeak to it, but not a big deal. Main thing I want to show you right here is you can see no smoke, although smoke's not a big deal as long as it's not puffing. The main thing is set the cap down, doesn't fly off. That means there's no blow-by. Blow-by is engine compression getting past the piston rings into the crankcase. Not necessarily the sign of a bad engine, but a sign of wear that this truck doesn't have. So anyway, now we're going to hop in and take it for a spin. Okay, now we're in the truck. Just going to show you a few things before we get going. It does have automatic headlights, fog lights. The power mirrors do work. Let's check the other side. Yeah, they both work. The air, of course, is ice cold. Stereo, CD player. I don't have any CDs to check the CD player, but we know the stereo works. Electronic shift, four-wheel drive. You don't have to yank any levers. This console, it's a big console, but you can flip it up and have 3 across, which is handy, real handy. Steering wheel's in great shape, not worn or torn. Still says Super Duty on the top of the windshield. Now there is one little peck. I don't know if you can see it, but it's a tiny little peck, but there's no cracks. That's the main thing. No cracks. Now you're going to have to excuse my shaky camera work because I'm filming with one hand and driving with the other. And so even though the video may come out a little shaky, rest assured the truck itself has a great ride and drive. And one thing you can take away from all these potholes and bumps I'm about to be hitting is that it's tight. There's no, what am I trying to say? Clunks, rattles, squeaks from the front end or anywhere else. Everything's tight. One thing you can't tell in this video is just how quiet this is. A lot of times when these 6.0s have been run hard, they started getting a little exhaust leak around the up pipe, and this one does not have that. It is quiet. But one thing that does happen, as soon as you hit the throttle, it goes. There's no turbo lag. What can happen on these, they have variable vane turbos, so you get plenty of boost at low and high RPM. But if you don't get on it every now and then and exercise those vanes in the turbo, they'll get stuck. And that happened to this truck. They were stuck just because I guess whoever had it was just grandpawing it around. But we took the turbo off, cleaned it, so throttle response is instant. It has been deleted, so you know everybody says, oh no, a 6.0. Well, 6.0s are fine if you delete them and you don't slap a tuner on and add a stupid amount of extra power. You can go up to about 80 or 100 extra horsepower and be alright, but if you go over that, you're going to have problems with the head bolts. Or if you don't delete the EGR cooler, eventually it's going to start leaking water into the engine. Water doesn't compress, so it stretches the head bolts. But if you remove those two problems, then these things can run practically forever. The key is maintenance. People treated these like 7.3s when they first came out and just kept the oil topped off, and well, they have to be serviced. You got to keep clean oil in them. These injectors run at like 5 times the pressure of a 7.3 injector, and so they have to have clean oil. You got to change the oil every 5,000 miles, change the fuel filters every other oil change, and you got to use Motorcraft filters because Ford will not release the patents on their filter design, so even the best aftermarket filters like Wicks aren't really filtering. So that's the key. Delete the EGR cooler, which is done. Don't put a crazy tune in it, which it's not tuned, doesn't have to be, it's got plenty of power, and keep it serviced. You do that, these things can last forever. It doesn't pull to the left or right, doesn't vibrate or pull when you hit the brakes. If you want to fly in here to Jackson, Mississippi, drive it home, you can. We'll be glad to pick you up at Jackson, Mississippi International Airport. During our regular business hours, we'll bring you back here, do all the paperwork and feedback and everything, and let you hit the road. But if you're like most of our customers from the Northeast and the Midwest who are buying from us because we got great prices and rust-free trucks, we understand you may not want to spend several days driving or flying down and driving home, especially not being in an airplane with all the BS you got to go through just to get on one anymore. So that being said, don't let the idea of shipping the truck scare you. That's why we do these videos, so you can see for yourself that they really do, go down the road like they should. And don't let the prices you see online for shipping scare you, because depending on how much of a hurry you're in, we can save you as much as half off. And the reason for that is most of these guys you find online aren't actual shippers. They're just brokers, and they'll charge you hundreds of dollars up front and call it a deposit, but all it really is their broker's fee for finding somebody else to actually haul the truck to you. Well, they all use this website that's not open to the public, that costs $2 or $3 grand a year to be a member, called Central Dispatch. And well, we're on it. So basically, we can get you wholesale rates on shipping. So if you're interested, shoot me a text, 601-376-9869, and I will get you a ballpark figure on shipping. Just text me your zip code and what truck you're interested in. I'll get you a good ballpark figure on shipping. And if you're anywhere near Dallas or Houston or Atlanta or pretty much anywhere in the state of Florida, then I can get you a real good deal on shipping. So just something to keep in mind. If you have any questions about the truck, give me a call, 601-376-9869. If I don't answer, don't leave me a voicemail. Hang up and text me. I may not answer the phone first thing in the morning or late in the evening, but if I'm awake, I'll generally answer a text whenever. So if you have any questions about the truck, what it takes to buy it, the delete, anything to do with the 6.0, any of that, just give me a call. I'll be glad to discuss it with you. I mean, this truck came from Texas, and it's obviously not worked very hard in its life to be this clean. All we did was rinse it off. One thing I do want to show you now that we've been driving a while, you can see here on the dash the gauges. There's no engine lights, no warning lights, none of that other stuff. I like to show the dash. I'm trying to do too many things at once. I like to show it the speedometer after I've been driving a while, because it's easy to hook your scan tool up and kill a light and take a picture and say, oh look, no lights. But if there's a problem and you haven't fixed it, then as soon as you go to driving, those lights are going to come right back on. So that's why I like to show the dash after we've been driving a while, so you can see for yourself that there are no lights lit. So nothing's going to come on 2 or 3 miles down the road. I mean, there's no ABS, no engine lights, no airbag or anything like that. So just like to show it after we've been driving, so you can see for yourself, all the gauges are where they should be, and everything's good. But like I said, if you have any questions, give me a call, 601-376-9869. I'll be glad to answer anything you may want to know. We appreciate you watching the video and look forward to seeing you here in Jackson, Mississippi. Thank you.